Well, hello and welcome everyone to a quick tutorial today. It has been a little while since I've done this, but it is a perfect time to do so, I think, because we all know TikTok. Everyone is talking about it getting banned in the US and everything, and I was like, you know what? TikTok has given me at least some funny moments, just like Vine and everything did in the past. Vine, obviously, at a different end, but you know, we never know where this goes, whatever happens to the app and what might replace it or not. So why not go ahead and make it immortal in at least my world, and maybe yours as well if you want to follow along, and just make a quick little logo. As you can see, the area is not that big. It's only 15 blocks wide and 18 blocks tall, so it's a very quick build. All you need is 3 blocks. Let me fly up closer again. All you need is 3 blocks. I myself am using concrete for this because it's just a nice, flat, even color. Might not be as bright as you expect them to be, but they are as close as I can get them. There might be some better options if you consider not having like a flat texture-wise, but I personally also want to get the texture right. I myself use red concrete, black concrete, and light blue concrete. Like I said, you can also get better options if you maybe go for the concrete powder. Let's say you go for the light blue concrete powder instead of the light blue concrete. You might be a little bit closer color-wise, but when it comes to texture-wise, the concrete it's not even close. But keep that in mind. Anyway, let me start this build. So, if you go to the bottom left-hand block here, which if you are just using a grid, I guess is your 0, 0. But if you also placed your markers, then this would be the first block in the bottom left-hand side. And then from this block, you need to move 3 to the right. So it would be 0, 4 if it's coordinates-wise. And then I myself will take away this block. And then on the top left-hand side, you will place 1 red block as well. Then you will keep going diagonally and place 1 blue, and then the final diagonally up 1 blue as well. And this one goes for 5 to the top. So you have a total line of 5 blue ones. Then you go back diagonally twice and finish with a 2 sideways on the top like that. Then on the right hand side, you go a double down. You go diagonally to the left again for 1. And then 3 down. So you can also see the main note shape that you're trying to trace here on the left hand side. Hopefully, if not, it'll show itself very quickly. Because on the bottom right hand side of this red stripe, you go 3 to the right with blue. And then there's going to be a big line up top, which I could do because it just continues all the way to the top here. But usually, I myself don't go for long lines all of a sudden. I will finish the bottom side over here first, because this blue line is also another reference. This line on the bottom in the red is also 5 wide. If you did not know, or it was uneasy to count this, if it was difficult to see in the reference image you might be using, then in this case you could use this triple line to gauge yourself, because if you look at the TikTok logo, the red at the bottom is 1 longer than the blue here, so this shows it pretty well. Then once again you go up diagonally twice, and yeah, now there's no other way to do it than go with full-length lines. So I personally, because it is the easiest to count, because you don't really have anything to count, because you have the markers at the top here, or at least I have the markers at the top here. If you have them yourself as well, you can use it easily as a guideline, because it just continues all the way to up top. And it's just 1 straight line, with at the top it immediately goes to the right. I think it's called orthogonally, or connected, or whatever. It just makes a right angle to the right. And then you keep going down diagonally by placing 1 red, another red, a blue, and then you make a little triangle-like shape, or an L, a reverse L, or a normal L, depending on how you look at it, which is 3 long, 3 wide, just a right angle with red colors. And then you make a smaller one on the top left hand corner, just a little triplet like this, and this flows completely to the bottom here to connect diagonally again to the red pieces. And now you have the entire outline of the logo. All there is left to do is to fill it in with black concrete. And that is just every single spot between the red and blue lines should be black in this case. You can also make this area white by using white concrete or maybe snow. Snow is also relatively smooth. And then put a black box around it, and then you have the other logo, or the other type of logo, I guess, that they use. But I'm using the standalone note, and then they just use the black. So, that's it. Now you have the TikTok logo in your world as well. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. I hope this worked for you. And after doing this, maybe slow and steadily, you can make your way up to these. But if you want to work your way up there, I do have some more tutorials for you guys. So if you want, feel free to check those out as well. And apart from that, have a great day, my dudes.